Thomas Edison has this really famous line about failure where he says, "I didn't fail, I found 10,000 ways that didn't work." And I'm here to tell you that I could say the same thing about myself and weight loss. I didn't fail 10,000 times, I just found 10,000 ways to not lose weight. Until, of course, I thankfully finally found the way to lose weight. And that's what I want to talk about today. My name is Sarah, I'm a weight loss and nutrition coach. I am here to cut through the noise of the diet industry to bring you real and lasting weight loss. So let me list off some of the diets that I've tried. I've tried calorie counting, bad calorie counting, I should say. I've tried Weight Watchers, I've tried keto, paleo. I went vegetarian for a while. I've tried clean eating. I've tried intermittent fasting. I've tried intuitive eating, generally low carb. I probably had about where I did high carb. I did all the things, and all of the things shared the same key outcome. They would work for maybe 2 weeks, and then they would fail, or I would fail. So something like keto, for example, it would work for 2 weeks, but then I just could not sustain it for longer than that. So here's what I learned in this long string of failure lessons, is that all of the promises that these diets offer really come down to marketing. It's simply marketing. It's packaged it up to make it sound really, really good, but it hasn't taken into account you as an individual or your needs or your lifestyle. So take keto, for example. Keto is that's a really big one these days, right? And one of the big marketing things around keto is, oh, well, it's meant as a medical intervention, so it must be better somehow. But it's a medical intervention for very specific medical needs. If you don't have those medical needs, then keto is actually one of the more advanced diets, I would say. By advanced, I mean it is a diet that requires a lot of skill. Like you have to have a lot of skill, a lot of experience to be able to stick with that. So if you're somebody who's just eating, say, a standard American diet, going from that to eating keto is such a complete overhaul of your lifestyle that you're going to basically have to lock yourself in your house for a year and order all of your food to be delivered and not look at any food that vacillates from that, or else, I'm so sorry to say this, you're probably not going to be able to stick with it long term. So if all of these things come down to marketing, and some of them, like I've just alluded to the fact that keto can work, it just is probably not going to work for large masses of people. If it all comes down to marketing, then what's the answer? What actually works? What actually creates weight loss in a human being? The answer is simply a calorie deficit. So all of those diets I've just listed, they all will create a calorie deficit of sorts. It's just the question is, can you sustain that calorie? Well, I say all of them. Eating vegetarian will not necessarily create a calorie deficit. But the point is, are you eating in a calorie deficit? And are you able to maintain that deficit in a healthy way long enough to get the weight off? Now, if you don't know the answer to that question, or your answer is no, then I would like to help you. If you would like to learn how to get into a calorie deficit and maintain said deficit in a healthy way for long enough that you lose the weight you've been struggling with for however long, then I'd like you to join me on March 9th when I'm beginning a 4-week transformation program. And in this program, I'm going to teach you the one way out of the 10,000 ways that I attempted weight loss, the one way that finally worked for me. During this program, you will get a portal, which will have training videos that basically hold your hand through the process. You'll also get meal plans to help you along the way. And in addition to that, I've gamified it all. So it will be in a format that is enjoyable and easy to follow along and feel successful as you're moving along through it. And for this very first go around, I've made this program absolutely free because, as I said, it's the first time I'm releasing it. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to join us, that as you take part, you'll also give me feedback. That way I can tweak it and make it better, because as I've mentioned before, my goal, my mission is to get real and lasting weight loss into the hands of as many people as I possibly can, people who want it, that is. And this is one of my ways that I'm trying to attempt that. So if that sounds like something you'd like to take part in, click the link in the description, fill out your information, and I will see you there.